it's so frustrating with a Nintendo because like Xbox is like, screw it, you can play any generation you want on the newest console.
Yeah.
It really irritates me. I think going forward, whatever the next Switch is, whatever the next, like, they have to start letting us bring our stuff with us. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous at this point. Like, there's just, I understand you want to resell stuff and all that good stuff, and that's fine. You know, you can do your remakes, you can resell it on the console, but if I've already purchased it, let me just play it on the Switch. It just makes no sense to me. It's ridiculous at this point. Sony's getting a little bit better, I guess. I mean, the PS3 had PS2 and PS1 backwards compatibility, and then they stopped making those units, and then they started selling the stuff. So there's still options to buy the stuff. Or give me that option. Just let me buy just give me those versions.
Just put it all on the Switch eShop.
And if I have to buy it again, I'll make that decision. I'm assuming if it's just on there, I should be able to transfer my stuff since it's all the same account. But yeah, at this point, it's just kind of frustrating. And I think a lot of people have reopened that conversation this week since they've announced this stuff.
Yeah. And at this point, I'm honestly surprised that Nintendo hasn't kind of backtracked on it and decided to keep them open, because I'm pretty sure that's what Sony did for the.
They did, but Nintendo's Nintendo,
PSP.
and they don't care.
They're not going to change their mind.
They're not going to change their mind.
But it's crazy because like there are so many games on the 3DS and Wii U that are they're going to be lost to time because they were digital only.
Yeah.
And like there are just so many games that you can't even get on the Switch, like something like Xenoblade Chronicles X, which was only on the Wii U. Like that game's hard to get physically now. It's only going to be harder to get. I mean, it's going to be impossible to get digitally pretty soon.
And it's going to be just super expensive.
Yeah. And then
I bet X comes over to Switch at some point.
I think it will. So at some point, but like, and I get their decision to shut it down because it's probably really expensive with all those servers that they have to maintain.
Yeah, and they probably crunch the numbers and they see, everybody's moved on. There's no reason to keep this open, and people can, of course, still re-download stuff, for the time being. But
yeah, and it's extra frustrating because the Wii U was like, it had so many retro games on it. Like it was kind of a retro machine. Like it had all the older Metroid games.
Yep.
It had even GBA games like Fire Emblem on there. Like there's just a lot of stuff on the Wii U that just frankly hasn't been anywhere else. And, I'm pretty sure they made that decision initially because they wanted to sell more units because no one was buying the Wii U.
Yeah.
And, it didn't really pay off. So, yeah, it's kind of frustrating because now I'm having to think about what games I want to get before I can ever play them again.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm
like, yeah. Like, should I get Metroid Prime Trilogy or are you guys going to remake it?